Hi friends, it's Erin from 8 is Great. If you're new here to the channel, welcome. I am a mom of a big blended family and I'm just talking about different mom hacks and life and basically what it's like to live in our crazy big family. So I'm so glad you're here. If you're returning, awesome. Yes. Thanks for coming back and I'm also glad that you're here. So tonight I wanted to talk about a devotional that I did with my 13-year-old today. On Monday nights, we try and go out and we have some time, just us. We do a devotional together. A lot of times we'll go and we might like eat out at Chick-fil-A or go to Starbucks, grab a coffee, just little things. Spend some time together. It's an idea that I actually got from my pastor. One time he was talking, he wasn't even talking about devotionals or anything like that, but he made a comment about, oh, I was having my Saturday morning breakfast with my son and I really work hard to disciple him, and and it just hit me. He wasn't even talking about that specifically, but it was like, man, Erin, what are you doing to disciple your children as they get older? And so I've really tried to be intentional about discipling, and there are definitely seasons. I mean, there are some times where we are on it, and it is like every Monday we are showing up, we are pouring in, we are having an awesome job together. Sorry guys, my eye is itching. And then there are some seasons where it just does not happen. So I don't want you to get the idea that we are perfect and we do this all the time, but we do try, and it is something that is important to me and something that I really work hard to invest in. And I found this book. It's been super helpful. Let me see if I can put it up here for you guys. There you go. It is called Between Us. It's a 52-week keepsake devotional for daughters and moms, and it's by Vicki Courtney. And what's really cool about it is the way that it is set up. It will start off with like a Bible verse, and it kind of gives you a heads up. This is what we're talking about this week. And then from there, it will give a real world scenario and kind of read a real life scenario. And then it will give you questions to talk through. And they're questions of like, either the mom asks the daughter these questions or the daughter asks the mom these questions. And so I have to give it to Kinsey. She's my 13-year-old. It was her idea. She has been stockpiling gift cards, and as a 13-year-old, she doesn't have a way to get to places to use her gift cards. So I told her, all right, we're going to make a date night. We're going to go out and we are going to just use all your gift cards. You tell me where you're going and where you have gift cards to. We will go there and just have fun. So our gift cards for tonight were Starbucks and Target and Chick-fil-A, which I'm like, done. You aren't going to hear me complain about any of those three places because I love them all. But it was actually her idea to bring the devotional tonight. She asked me, Erin, can we please bring this? And I said, absolutely. So we sat down and we started reading through it. And in the past, I do feel like it's been a lot of me ministering to her and trying to take an opportunity to talk through, and we have some really good conversations around it, and I'm thankful for it, but a lot of it is me trying to be very active parenting and be invested and make sure that I am offering her wisdom and advice and being a listening ear. But tonight it actually really spoke to my heart a lot and kind of convicted me, and I wanted to bring it up to you guys and find out what other moms are struggling with this, what your suggestions are, what you have done. Tonight was about jealousy, and specifically in terms of social media. And the questions at the end talked about, ask your mom, did you struggle with jealousy when you were a teenager? Of course I did. Like, what teenage girl doesn't struggle with jealousy? Are you kidding me? Oh, I want those shoes that this person has, or I want this person's super hot boyfriend or awesome new car. I wish my parents took me on these incredible vacations. We only go camping, whatever it is. Like, that's part of being a teenager. But then it also asked, do you struggle with jealousy now as an adult in social media? And I realize it makes me sound like a dinosaur, but I did not have social media growing up. So it wasn't a struggle and it wasn't an issue that I had to worry about. But now, as an adult, I really do struggle sometimes, not just with jealousy, but with finding my value and even escaping into social media. Like, it is very much this pull. And the story that it read, I told you it had a real world story in it. It was about a young girl, and her parents had said no forever to getting social media. They finally said yes, and she gets it, and she's so excited. But then she finds out it's not quite what she expected, because now she knows when she's being left out of parties, or she recognizes that she wasn't getting as many likes as somebody else, or she notices that these people are all talking about like inside jokes on social media and things like that. And she says that she had to learn how to guard her heart in regards to what she exposed herself in social media. And the questions at the end were really provocative. I mean, they were supposed to be for your child, but I found myself wondering, man, where do I need to put in those boundaries? Where do I need to have those protections, those levels of protection where I'm not feeding into that? Because I can totally go down that hill. And it's not even at this level now. It's not just like, wow, I wish that I had the shoes that this person had, or you know, whatever it was. But it's no, like, I wish I had the marriage this person has, or their kids always seem to be perfect, or their job seems to be amazing. Why don't I have that? And the jealousy is at a totally different level. And so it really did strike me as, where do I put in boundaries, or where do I need to put in boundaries when it comes to social media? And I've been thinking about it. It's something that I know I struggle with. I definitely struggle with phone addiction, where I want to always have my phone and be looking at it. And even if it's good things for my family, you know, like, let me look up this recipe on Pinterest, or let me see what this person did with their kids over the summer break and get some ideas. It can also very quickly become, wow, this person's at the beach this week and I'm just stuck here with my kids and they're driving me nuts. Or, wow, I made a dinner that I felt proud of, but then this person, she made like a gourmet meal and her kids are eating vegetables and mine just want to throw the vegetables at me. Or, you know, talking about like, okay, I feel really great and I'm making strides in my health and my fitness and my wellness. Oh, but then this person just ran like half marathon. I don't run a half marathon. I probably couldn't even afford the entry fee for that half marathon. You know, like, it really does become an issue. And I think as women especially, it's such a double-edged sword, because we want to be connected. You know, that's the beauty of social media. That's what we're doing right here. We're creating a community where there wasn't one before. And in that vein, what a gift that we have that our mothers and our grandmothers didn't have. But the flip side of it is, where do we build in those boundaries, and how do we build in those boundaries so that it's something that's a blessing, but it doesn't become something that's a stumbling block? And I know for me, one of the things I've thought a lot about is a watch. And I know it sounds so dumb to talk about a watch, but I have this Fitbit here. I do like it. I love it. I appreciate it. It has recently stopped getting the text messages, which is what I wanted to have. And so I've thought about, oh, well, maybe I'll upgrade to the newer version of Fitbit. And it looks more like the Apple Watch anyways, but I really just want an Apple Watch. I mean, they're so cool and everybody has one. And even the YouTubers that I follow, they're always talking and I see their Apple Watch and I want an Apple Watch. But I think to myself, do I really need to be that connected? You know, like, if I'm struggling with this, maybe I don't need to not only have something that is in my hand all the time that I'm focusing on, but then on my body. Maybe it's better for my mental health and for my intentionality as a parent that I don't have that. So where are the areas in our lives where we need to say, you know what, this might not be exactly what I want right now, but I'm going to say no because I'm protecting my mind and my heart from the danger side of social media? Where do we fit that in? And what does that look like, you know? It's just something that I've really been thinking about over the last couple weeks. And then again, tonight, going through our devotional, which I love and I'm so thankful for, but boy, did it hit me. Because I was thinking I was just going to be here and like, oh, let me walk her through this. No big deal. Bam. I don't know about you guys, but God always talks to my heart like that. Where I'm thinking like, oh, I'll be thinking about this person or that person. I'm going to pray for them. And then God's like, how about you, Erin? Don't forget you struggle with this too. So where do those boundaries come in? What do they look like? What are things that you have done that have been helpful to you when it comes to not falling into that comparison trap? Not getting into that jealousy trap of looking online and social media, or looking for your worth in others, how many likes you have, or how many people think your post is funny, or how many people appreciate what you're saying about what you had for dinner or where you guys went this weekend. You know, I've heard people joke before where they're like, if you don't put it on the gram, did it even happen? Are we really living in that culture? So, my question for you is, one, where do you need to put in some boundaries? Especially when it comes to modeling for our kids and our teenagers and our daughters. But two, what does that look like? I would love to hear some real world ideas of what you guys are doing to help put in those boundaries to keep away from that comparison trap. So, I hope you guys are having an awesome day. I can't wait to hear all of your great ideas, and I will be back to talk about more later. Have an awesome night. Bye, friends. Uh-oh.